So fellas, just to kick off, how have you found your Australian experience thus far?
Good.
You played last year's festival. How was it in comparison to last year, guys?
Last year we played at the Jambalaya stage, a smaller stage at Byron Bay, and there was like 100 to 200 people sort of lining the walls, almost like insects or something, just stuck to the walls. Here, first day, probably 4,000 or more people. First day, so that's a pretty big difference.
Definitely a bigger audience, and I think it's exciting for us because this time we're here having released an album, which is Mr. Carney Volume 1. Mr. Carney.
Mr. Green?
Mr. Green.
There you go. Mr. Green Volume.
We've all slept, not enough.
Not enough.
No, but this being here this time was exciting because we had released our album, Mr. Green Volume 1, and a bigger audience came out to see us, and it was a lot of fun.
How's the response to that album going so far in your shows?
It's been awesome. I mean, we played Love Me, Chase Me, which is the first single from it, and I heard a few people like clap when we started, and I guess they heard it on the radio out here or something.
I have to ask, did your video win? I've been following the tweets.
You know what? Our video unfortunately did not win in that competition.
It's fine.
No comment.
I'll tell you what, the band DS Vale that did win are very nice guys, and they said, oh, check out Carney, we really like them. We lost by probably 50 votes, and there were probably 40,000 votes cast. Wow. So we just lost, and we're thinking maybe there was a scam happening.
It was, definitely.
I don't know.
Beat you guys, and someone must have been sleeping with someone up the top.
You know what? Or at least some sort of cyber thing going on.
So we didn't make a mistake because we all slept with each other, but that doesn't work. That didn't give us more votes.
Shoot.
I have no involvement in this whatsoever.
In terms of your roles then in the band, I mean, do we have conflicts or any, how do you make decisions in terms of what happens and where you go? And
you have to watch out for this guy because he holds the drumsticks and there are a lot of dangerous things that can happen with
I saw you broke one, definitely, at the gig.
You know, it's funny because I broke one today and we had a 45-minute set, and last year we had a half-an-hour set for our first show and I broke 7 pairs. So I don't know how I went from breaking 7 pairs of sticks to breaking 1 stick.
It's probably because now you actually get them for free, or not even for free. Now he gets a discount on them, so now that he finally is able to save some money, he's not breaking as many.
I know, it's much more financially viable now to not break so many, I don't know.
I mean, but role-wise in the band, I mean, I don't know if people watching this, he's the lead singer, drums, bass, and lead guitar. And I mean, you know, Reeve and I are brothers, and so we hang out and talk. I mean, we don't like to hang out with John and Aiden, no.
Who's the older?
He's the older.
I'm the oldest, yeah.
So you're more mature, or are you less mature?
Oh, yeah, I'm...
Oh, come on, no. No way.
Don't start with that.
Actually,
that was a dangerous loaded question.
In some ways, I'm the most immature in the band.
Maybe?
We're going to hear about this later.
Yeah.
Who's got the weirdest backstage habits or on-tour habits that you've discovered along the way?
Well, Reeve does this all day in the back. All these...
Yeah, I have to warm up, so it does sound a little strange at times.
Can we have a little demonstration now?
Sure. Maybe not. Actually, it looks really bad. It looks worse than it sounds.
So you're kind of classically trained, or what's your backgrounds then in terms of performance?
Jazz trained, actually, a lot of us. I mean, I actually did play oboe, so I am classically trained. John, didn't you train classically?
Yes. No, we all went to a music academy for high school, and so we all spent a lot of time, just working on that kind of thing. I think we all played in like the orchestra and the symphony orchestra, and like I played, marimbas and timpani and like a lot of that kind of stuff. So, and actually on the album, I played some glockenspiel, which was really fun because I haven't done that since high school. So.
What's the LA scene like? Do you find it quite competitive and trying to actually make your mark and get out there?
It definitely, in LA, the scene's pretty isolating. There's not really a musical community like there are in some parts of America, like Nashville or even maybe New York. Yeah. It's a bit different. It's great though. I mean, in some ways, there's a lot of variety in LA, which is cool. There's so many different sounds.
I'm excited once we get back. We just got word that a lot of stations in America are adding our single "Love Me, Chase Me," and some stations out here have been playing it. So. I mean, it definitely changes things when people hear about you and they have a way to buy something that you created.
I don't know how we'll act if we actually get known and get some measure of success. I mean, what I mean by that is Not that our heads are gonna be. I don't mean like that. I mean, I don't even know how we'd handle it, just because it'll be too exciting. Because we've spent so long, you know.
I mean, to me, you guys seem like you got your head screwed on, and I'm sure you'll be like just as cool afterwards.
Thank you. Well, I guess what I mean is it'll be really. It's kind of surprising in a way, even though we've wanted this for so long. You know, it's just. I don't know.
And what do you do when it happens then? What's the next step?
Drugs. You buy drugs. I'm kidding.
All the lonely road to perdition.
You guys don't have any final words to say to the Australian audience?
We love you, Australia.
We do.
I